Gwendolyn, so you look at these documents. You're defending Elliot Spitzer. How do you work this deal?
Well, I think right now what they need to do is they need to basically focus in on what the main charge is going to be. And I think that Melanie was correct. What they're going to focus in on is the structuring, because that's where the meat and potatoes is. I think the Mann Act is going to go out the window because you don't have that extra element of forcing someone. You know, you can't prove that Elliot Spitzer was involved with forcing anybody over state lines. So I don't think
to take the regional train and not even the Acela, I might point out. I thought that was one of the funniest things. You never say, "Oh, he didn't even spring for the Acela." I'm thinking, this woman's a hooker. I mean, why do you spring for the Acela? You know what I'm saying?
But I also think that the structuring charge can be defendable also, because with the structuring, what are we looking at? We're looking at about 3 transactions, okay, $5,000 apiece. Now, in order to get a structuring charge to stick, you have to prove that the person tried to evade that magic number, which is the $10,000, which, you know, sends off all the bells and whistles. But in this case, all Spitzer has to do is show that, look, the tryst, you know, the cost of the tryst was not anywhere near $10,000, and you had different times.
Yeah, but what about the fact that, you know, according to reports, he called back the bank and said, I need you to remove my name from these transactions. You know, and that's another thing that tipped them off. Illegal, not illegal.
Well, I think that can be considered excusable by him if he were to argue, well, I wasn't trying to evade the law. I was trying to evade my wife looking at my bank records and seeing this questionable charge or having some kind of a name that would, you know, get him into trouble. And we know that evading your spouse is, you know, that's reprehensible what he did, but it might not be illegal. So I would think that the defense attorneys would try to focus on that to hone in on trying to defend against that structuring charge and see if they can whittle that away.
All right, we've got a lot more on this. This is a family that, you know, is going to really need to start over.
Yeah, definitely. I really feel very sorry for the children. I feel like the wife is probably acting in autopilot right now. And you got to remember, she's also an attorney. She's probably taken a look at the charges and probably felt some of them legally aren't going to meet the test. But you got to remember, maybe she's not thinking that he's not going to be able to handle the job as a governor and govern effectively with this entire scandal. Whether or not he's going to be able to, you know, not face any jail time or be successful with beating the charges, he won't be able to govern, and she may not understand that. She's a Harvard-educated
lawyer herself, and no doubt she read through all of this, and Davidson looked at him and said, you know, hang in there.